Hey guys, welcome back. So as promised, this video is going to be about my LEEP procedure. And so first I'm going to go over what exactly a LEEP procedure is for those of you who don't know. And then also I'll go over the timeline that led up to me having that procedure. So a LEEP procedure is a loop electrosurgical excision procedure. And it's where they take a very thin, low voltage electrified wire loop and they actually cut abnormal tissues away from your cervix. And so I have a really bad example, but this is all I had in my house, and so it's just a flosser. But the device that they use is actually on a really long stick, and then it has like a V at the top of it, and then the loop actually goes across that. And so with that loop though, just for lack of a better example, with that they kind of take that wire, that electrified wire loop, and they cut across the cervix. And so they just take away that top layer where those abnormal tissues are, and then they will submit it just to make sure that they did get everything, and then if not, then they would actually go in and do it again, you know, get a little bit deeper in there if they need to. And so it's not a very pleasant procedure. I'll spare the TMI details. If you want to Google it, you can definitely get more information on what the LEEP procedure is. But I'll go ahead and tell you what exactly led up to that with me. I have my little notes because I can't remember all of the dates. But in April 2011, I had my annual PAP. And just like every other one, I went in, got it done, and then I actually was called at the beginning of May when we were coming back from vacation from Vegas, and I get a phone call saying that my pap smear was abnormal. So I'd never had an abnormal before. I was freaking out. They were telling me it was serious. We need to get you in soon so we can get a colposcopy done, which that's another kind of procedure where they actually just put an iodine solution on your cervix, and then the abnormal cells will actually turn white on there so they can see if it was just a false abnormal pap smear, or if it is abnormal on that colposcopy, then they'll have to do the LEEP procedure. And so they're telling me it's urgent, I need to get in, and then she tells me, oh, our next available is July 6th. So I'm like, awesome, I'm going to wait 2 more months. You're just telling me that my pap smear was abnormal and I need to get in ASAP, and that's your next available. So that's how doctors are though. I used to work for one. And so I went in on July 6th for my colposcopy, and then after that I was supposed to have my follow-up July 21st. And I remember getting a phone call saying, oh, if you want to come in sooner, we can get you in sooner. Please give us a call back. You know, I don't remember what day they were going to get me in, but I worked from 8 to 5, so I had already taken off for that appointment. And so I didn't call back because I was like, well, I don't need to get in sooner. You know, that's a good day. That's fine. And so whenever I showed up for that appointment, they said, oh, we don't have you down. The doctor's out today. We had canceled you and rescheduled you for July 27th. And I was like, no. I was like, you guys left a message saying if I wanted to get in sooner, I could. And so it was just a big old mess. And then so I rescheduled and ended up having to take off another day from work anyway, well, half a day. And so I went in for that follow-up, and they did say that it was showing abnormal cells still. I had moderate and mild dysplasia, and so it wasn't cancerous or anything like that, but it's just the, you know, the pre-cancer stuff where they are concerned they don't want it to turn into cancer, and that's why they want to do the LEEP procedure to get all those abnormal cells first. And so then August 11th is when I had my LEEP procedure. And we did that, and then I went in for my follow-up August 16th, and they said it did seem like they got everything. They submitted it to pathology, and everything looked clear, but I would actually have to start having a pap smear every 6 months versus once a year. So ladies out there, you understand, once a year is enough, so to have it twice a year was really lame. And so I had it 6 months after that, and then it was still showing some mild abnormal cells, but they figured that was normal since I had just had the procedure. And so then 6 months later, I had another one. It was abnormal. They wanted to do another colposcopy just to see if anything came up again. And so I had that done again a couple weeks after, and that one was actually normal, so I didn't have to have another LEEP procedure, which I had told them I wasn't going to have one anyway, just because the more LEEP procedures you have, it can increase your risks and fertility and things like that. So what I went ahead and did is I just kept going in every 6 months, and then finally I had a normal one about a year and a half after the LEEP procedure. And so they said that was good, but they still wanted me to come in for 6 months, and then that one was normal, and then all of mine after that have been normal again. And so I'm definitely glad for that, and hopefully I don't ever have an abnormal one again, or if I do, at least hopefully I don't have to have a LEEP procedure. And so, like I said though, if you want to look up more information on what a LEEP procedure is, what the colposcopy is, Google will give you a little bit more information on that. And so hopefully we'll see what happens. If for some reason, if I continue to not get pregnant, that's definitely something that I'll talk to the doctor about and see if maybe the LEEP procedure is what's causing these problems. But I guess we will see. So thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.